they have been able to drag out all the games every single time, and this is just really, really difficult. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is going to be the second game of the third series for today for the 31st SEA Games of the Mobile Legends division, currently happening in Vietnam. Philippines versus Laos, and as you can see, it is going to be the jungle Akai with Soto playing on the XP lane for the Paquito. Wow, Gonzalez going to be on the gold lane with the Grog. All right.
I mean, if we... Okay, he's using a marksman emblem.
Technically, that's the meta-ish for Grog now,
exactly.
Right?
So that's why, right? It's the marksman emblem, so it makes sense. But other than that, Gonzalez will actually scale very, very well.
I think he's gonna die.
Well, we have to see.
I think he's dead. Yeah, he's actually... No, okay. He's scared. All right. I didn't expect that, but all right.
Okay, you know what? I kind of feel like they could have just forced it. But yeah, good respect coming in from the side of Laos, where right now Soso is in the mid lane and he's taking a lot of damage, and first blood is going over to the Philippines.
Wow, that is huge coming from Myanmar. This is going to give him a little more economy to actually build that early Clock of Destiny, which we see in game number 1 against Laos. So it's something that's okay, but however, on the top side, Gonzalez not having an okay game at all, completely being bullied out of the lane and XP twice now. Calling in Villaluna with the assist, but this time with the Estes heals is going to be a-okay, but the harassment from this Voxia is just negating so much of this heals, and very, very risky territories coming from Team Philippines, but Team Laos looks like they are going to back off, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like if Biston had level 4, he might not even hesitate. He's just like, you know what?
For sure.
I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna go in. So I'm waiting for that level 4. Right now, looking at the bottom side, Soto is going to get his level 4, but there's 2 people here, Soso as well as the Dire also going in. They're taking 2v1, but Soto is actually looking very good. He actually was able to chunk out a little bit from Jezubin, but either ways, Laos just secured their own turtle.
Again, seems to be a repetitive trend coming from Team Philippines as well as Laos, as they completely ignored the early phase of the game. The Dawning Light comes in for Imam. It's not going to do a little bit too much damage, as Nano is going to be forced to reset the away, as he is going to be recalling back into his base. Meanwhile, Team Laos, they do have the upper hand in terms of the turtle buff. Are they going to scale? Absolutely not. It seems like Philippines, they're just playing safe, getting their XP, and then, you know, hope to pick a fight later on.
Yeah, and right now, if we look at the gold, it's heavily favored on the side of Laos, but it's mostly just because Gonzalez has been missing some farm, just because Biston have been just harassing him over and over again. I'm actually surprised he has not died yet, because I feel like he cheated death so many times.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But based on the items here, Arkai going to be going for a very, very early Molten Answers. I think he is going to be going for the Sky Gun later on. But eventually, somebody's got to stop Biston. Here, a big Dawning Light just scaring Biston, helping Gonzalez a little bit more in the lanes. But I feel like this is very, very difficult to play. Corruption Scythe already up on Biston means that there is going to be a lot of 1v1 action later on.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Gonzalez to be like, you know, I have enough damage, and he's just going to flicker and just use his wall charge. But either way, both of the teams are playing a little bit slow right now, not looking to get any crazy pickoffs, not trying to force any kind of situations. Even though the Philippines did get the first blood, but that was minutes ago. Right now, the turtle will spawn very, very soon on the bottom side of the map. We have to see whether the side of Philippines or Laos is looking to actually capitalize on that. For now, Laos, they've been on top of the turtle, and Philippines have not really put so much priority on that target specifically.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Meanwhile, now as of yet, as you can see, Team Philippines, they are gonna play this a little bit slow, but finally Del Rosario will make the move to contest for the second turtle. But Team Laos, they're ready to party as well. He does have the Hurricane Dance Troy, he's going for the zone, but the Tortoise Bastos from the box is gonna scare him off. Then Rosario will steal the turtle away, immediately going for Hurricane Dance. As you can see, Exo so needs to run for his dear life and gets bullied down. That's gonna be a good, easy pick, while the rest of the members coming from Team Laos, who's trying to regroup to save his teammates, get slowly chipped away at the members from Philippines. As you can see, they will lose 2 members in contrast to absolutely no trades.
Yeah, I'm guessing Philippines, they were just waiting for that one item or just to get to a certain level, and then they're gonna push their advantage, because we can see how Villaluna, he got his ultimate. He's just like, you know what, let's fight for this, and then they managed to get 2 kills off of that, and then the pause is gonna come in. As of right now, for the side of Philippines and for the side of Laos, both of these teams are playing at a slower pace kind of style, where from the side of Philippines, I did expect a little bit more aggression, but I'm guessing just because the Grok is having such a difficult time up at top lane in the gold side, it makes it difficult for them to actually push too hard, because the SS doesn't have that much of a choice, having to actually go and make sure that the Grok survives. So yeah.
Yeah, I get it, considering the amount of the lanes as well. I believe that right now, even though Team Philippines, they have a little bit of small victory, right? They need to get a little bit more, considering that if this game goes a little bit too long, the 1-1 is just going to go absolutely out of control. Team Laos, they are going to come up on top in every single fight if they do not figure out a way to kill with the 1-1. And I get it. It's very, very difficult to actually deal with the situation, right? If it makes sense, like Grok has the one-shot potential onto what's 1-1, but the problem is that there's an instant free purify on the 1-1. If you do not get the combo in, the 1-1 is just gonna go out, easily proc the crossbow attack, and then just one-shot you, or potentially even just chain CC and run away.
Yeah, even if 1-1 just has 1 HP left, because again, there's only 3 stacks of the weakness stack. So once all weakness stacks is gone, and then she goes up in the air, and then presses her spell, Inspire. So the damage is going to be crazy, but the healing is going to be crazy as well.
Exactly.
So then it becomes into a point where, like, guys, legit, I tried, but there's a reason why this hero keeps getting banned.
Yeah, it's not a easy hero to actually counter as well.
It's not a fun hero to play against.
Yeah, it's not it's a fun hero to play at,
but not
against. I definitely agree as well. And you can see this hesitations as well coming from Team Philippines to pick a different marksman, right? Because logically, there's not a lot of marksmen that could potentially one-shot 1-1. They opted to go for Paquito, a safer choice, just because if they sync the combo with the Grok and the Paquito in time, they can technically just one-shot this 1-1.
Yeah, I feel like traditionally how people used to face against this very oppressive marksman, doesn't matter if it's 1-1 or anyone else, it's just to put a burst mage on the gold lane. Like before, just people use a Farsa, so just get the stun and then just deal your damage. Like, make sure you just outrange the marksman. That's the whole basis of the idea. Putting Cecile in there, outrange, because going up against a 1-1 where she wants to get weakness stack, and then you using a melee hero, it's kind of easy for her to actually get all of it. But if you're going up against like a Farsa where the range is further than 1-1, potentially you will not necessarily win the lane, but you have an easier kill potential going up against 1-1, even though 1-1 can purify out of your stuns and such.
That's the thing, right? It's so difficult. Like, if you're talking about lane matchups, of course, going for heroes with a lot of iframes is amazing. Like Lancelot or Lunos, Hayabusa, all these are amazing ways to deal the crossbow tanks. However, if it's a team fight, if you go for the brilliance, means your teammates is going to take a little bit more damage. Sometimes you got to share it a little bit. But without further ado, we're going to be going back into the game. And this, you can see, very early purchase of the Blades of Despair coming from Gonzalez means that the Grok is going to be a little bit more tankier compared to before.
Yeah, I feel like that is... Like, he didn't really have a choice in that situation. It's like, I'm not gonna get boots, I'm not gonna get anything, just let me get my Blade of Despair just so that I can handle this 1-1 a little bit better. And then, I don't know, maybe eventually we can see the damage coming in from Imam is actually really strong. Sosul has to get away from that situation using the regen pretty early.
Yep, and as you can see, this is going to be a very, very sticky situation as Team Philippines, they know that their online timing is going to mid to late stage again, where eventually Laos is not going to be able to deal with the Estes use. Even though they've got the box here, they don't technically have enough damage to chain CC every single one unless J4Z Bin is able to consistently dish out a lot of damage. But it looks like the Toys Person is going to be on his way, and look at this, Villaduna doesn't really care.
That's why it's so annoying going up against an asset.
Oh, what?
Like, yeah, he got caught, but he got a kill. Before that, we can see that they're trying to lock down Lexi. Lexi is taking a lot of damage and is trying to run away. But Gonzalez is there securing the kill. And look at Imam just getting those stuns, getting those damage out. This is I did not see that coming. Terrence, and they're fighting again. Atlas is there giving the mega kill over to Imam. And they're pushing for mid. Philippines, out of
Oh,
nowhere, they
no.
just dealt too much damage and they just recovered so much HP.
Oh my goodness, Imam just catching people left, right, front, and center. And with the Transcendent form, is able to spam consistently as well. And barely 6 minutes into the game, this Xavier's got 4 kills and arguably a very, very early Clock of Destiny. On top of it all, you can start to see the damage is already scaling rather early. Unfortunately, this Dawning Light is not going to be able to hit, so we are not going to be able to see the full strength of how it actually does. But you can see Gonzalez is starting to hit a lot already.
I'm so sorry, but I was so surprised. Like, we saw that the Daytona's welcome.
Whoa. Look,
What?
Enchanted Desperate as well as the Clock of Destiny 7 minutes into this game. That's pretty fast on a Xavier.
No, yeah, that's a mid laner, which you don't always associate having the highest goal per minute.
Yeah, that's scary.
Right now, he has the second highest goal in his team. The highest one is Gonzalez, and he is a gold laner where, you know, the minions give up extra gold. And right now, Donaship is taking a lot of damage. So, for example, will be like, I'm just so surprised. I did not expect that to happen.
Oh, a Abysm Strike doesn't seem to connect. That is going to be Soto baiting him out. However, Soto, looking for the right opportunity. He can go for the one side, but at the same time, oh, the cancel recall. Oh, Soto was just only clearing the minions. Really unfortunate coming in from J4Z being top side. However, it's going to be having a little squall skirmish. They lose a tier 1. Immediately, Team Philippines is going to capitalize on this mistake and this position as they go in for the pickup. They've got one, but guess what? Imam completely took Nano ship to the moon, bro. And that is going to be Viston going to be looking for next. The crossbow tanks comes in, but the Estes Hughes is going to completely mitigate all the damage done.
That was very good team fight coordination, where we can see Gonzalez actually creating a wall just for that. Del Rio has another angle to use his Hurricane Dance to lock it down too easy for Lexi, because we can see that there was an attempt to use the Daytona's Welcome, but was not being able to execute. Right now, Philippines, we have talked about where in the early stages of the game, they let the enemy team to do whatever they want, but hey, you know what? Introduce the Estes in the mix. 8-0. 8 for Philippines. Laos has not secured any kills so far.
Yeah, that is really scary. Now with Del Rosario having a Brute Force Breastplate means that it's going to be a little more tankiness coming from Arkai. However, for how long can they out-sustain? Because eventually they need some sort of damage, and I feel like Imam is doing as much as he can, but eventually they need some sort of DPS, which I don't exactly know how Team Philippines is going to do, because eventually you can see J4Z is starting to scale. Lord Buster came from Philippines, but the Dawning Light completely pushing business out of the initial fight. The Toy Person coming from Nano is going to be there, but the wall block is going to keep him trapped, and that is going to be Philippines getting a pickoff.
I think that was a good idea, but wrong execution, where Nanoship, he understands that he has to go to the back line and actually do something, but he is a roamer. He's not a damage dealer. Even if he's there, there's really not much that he can do. And look at that damage going over to So, where Imam is really flexing how much damage that he can do, along with the crowd control that he provides. Easy for Lexi, unable to finish off his Daytona's Welcome, and right now he's being pushed back over to the side of the Philippines. It's going to be 1 versus 5, and there's nothing they can do. Killing spree over to Gonzalez, 3-0-3. This Croc is unstoppable.
Well, the ultimate bonding experience just shows you how much of a decimation they can do as they completely shut them out. But meanwhile, they're taking objectives. You can see the desperations coming from Team Philippines as well. They want to close up this game as quickly as they can, so that things don't go super out of hand. But now, forcing a couple fights is going to be the way to go. Villa Luna does have about 30% in terms of mana to sustain throughout the next fight. The Philippines, do they want to force it? It seems like they are going to, I guess.
Oh, it looks like they want more. Look at that Dawning Light dealing a lot of damage, and Team Philippines, they're losing HP, but hey, you got an Estes. Let's fight, let's continue. And the thing is, for Team Laos, I saw that actually So tried to use the Yin Yang of a turn, but there's basically no damage. So if you don't have enough damage and going up against an Estes, that is a big problem coming in from the side of Laos. Philippines, looks like they almost secured their own win condition.
You know, Team Philippines, they tried their best. They understood the need to force an issue. Unfortunately, the minions was cleared off. If things didn't go exactly according to plan, it's all good. As long as they don't die, they don't give any unnecessary comeback mechanics in terms of kills, all is well. Because right now, if Team Philippines loses 1 or 2 members in this next upcoming fight, Team Laos, they are going to immediately scale back in terms of economy, and they are going to be able to stand head-to-head 50-50s against Team Philippines, as long as the game does not drag as long as it can. However, Divine Glaive purchase up on Imam means this is going to be major damage outputs coming with the
Dawning Light.
Dawning Light, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and right now, looking at Imam as well as Villa Luna, they have 100% kill participation so far. They're going up against the jungler coming in from Laos. They're focusing on Twizy for Lexi. And look, this is a skirmish, but Estes is there.
Oh no, Villa Luna, one HP,
getting the kill. But right now, Villa Luna has been sacrificed early on. But look at the backside. Imam was forced away by Nanoshift. Nanoshift right now has 1 HP, just 1 HP, trying to run away and managing to get. Oh, never mind! Never mind!
Oh my goodness.
The snipe from Imam, 7-0-5, still 100% kill participation. What a snipe!
It's
what a
all
dawning light!
about the vision control. It's all about giving vision to your teammates and trusting him to get the job done. And guess what? Imam is the man to get things done. Well done coming from Team Philippines. However, need to remind you as well, this is very, very clutch plays coming from Villa Luna as well, because he was just right in the middle of the ball, down to his last thing, manages to prop the winter trunk in time. He loses his life. It's not an end of the world, considering that it is a roam. So
yeah,
in terms of scaling when it comes to comeback, it's not that too much. So it's all good for now. But this is going to be the second lot coming from Philippines. They need to secure it, and they will get it. It seems like they are going to force the issue as of yet. Lexi getting picked apart bit by bit. The Tsunoid Facade is going to come in for the corner plate as well. But the ultimate bonding experience is going to keep them all alive. But the Abyssal Strike doesn't come out from G4Z Bin to get a kill, as Team Philippines, they are going to be able to sustain their way through. Biston is going to make a run for it, but you can start to see the fights that are going to be coming from Team Laos as they are slowly getting their items and damage and power spike to fight back.
I was so impressed with Del Rosario actually managing to get 2 people stuck between both of those walls over there. But yeah, like you said, right now Biston is actually scaling 1-0-0. He has not died yet. The damage that Soso took was a little bit too much. And the damage that Biston took was a lot. They have to be careful. The damage is there, but it's not going to mean anything if you die right here in your own base. The Lord is marching in. And right now, Team Laos, they're trying their best, but look at that Dawning Light. Legendary for Imam and Team Philippines. They're not stopping here. They want to move forward. Biston has to be careful. He's taking a lot of damage. Gonzalez secures another kill for himself. And right now, the Dyra made potentially another mistake. Another kill for Imam. Philippines is not stopping. 1 by 1. Only 2 more members from the side of Laos that is able to try and end this, to try and protect their own base. But Philippines say, no, this is our time. We're getting a 4-0 on the SEA Games.
Wow, what a performance coming from Team Philippines as well to start things off in the SEA Games as well. They had a very, very convincing game thus far. The ultimate bonding experience is going to be the way to go.